Have you ever seen someone walk into a room and instantly get underestimated until the truth drops like a thunderclap and changes everything? That's exactly what happened the day a new recruit joined an elite Navy SEAL unit. They thought she was a rookie. They laughed, mocked, and tested her every step of the way. But what none of them knew was that she was already their commander, sent undercover to test them. Stay till the end, because this story has one of the most jaw-dropping reveals you'll ever hear. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Grow for Justice. We bring you true-style stories of courage, leadership, and justice that'll leave you speechless. Also, tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love seeing our viewers from all around the world. The new recruit stepped off the transport helicopter into the blazing San Diego sun, her boots crunching against the tarmac. Her uniform was spotless, her posture perfect, but her expression calm. Almost too calm for a rookie stepping into the most feared SEAL training ground in the country. Her name, Tag Red Daniels. The rest of the team barely looked up as she entered the compound. SEAL Team 9 was a hardened unit, battle-tested men who had seen everything from hostage rescues in Syria to anti-piracy missions in the Indian Ocean. They didn't take kindly to outsiders, and certainly not to newcomers who hadn't yet earned their scars. "Hey, rookie," one of them called out, grinning. "You sure you're in the right place? The yoga class is that way." Laughter broke out. Daniels didn't respond. She simply saluted the supervising officer and waited for instructions. Her silence irritated them even more. "You mute, rookie," another joked. "Or too scared to talk." Daniels turned, eyes like steel. "I talk when there's something worth saying." The room fell silent for half a second, until the same soldier scoffed. "Oh, tough words. Let's see if you can even survive BUD/S level drills without crying." What they didn't know was that Daniels had already led those drills years ago. Her records were sealed, her rank hidden under direct orders from higher command. The purpose was simple: evaluate Team 9's discipline, humility, and readiness by observing how they treated a so-called new recruit. For the next few days, she played her role perfectly. She scrubbed floors, hauled gear, and stayed at the back of every line. The team joked, teased, and tested her constantly. One even bet she'd quit before the week ended. But as days turned into weeks, the jokes stopped being funny because she never broke. During training, Daniels outlasted them all. When they ran obstacle courses, she finished first. When they swam through freezing surf, she held her breath the longest. When she was forced to carry the team's packs uphill in punishing heat, she didn't even complain. Her quiet strength started to unsettle them. "Who is she?" one whispered. The night everything changed, the turning point came during a live simulation, a hostage rescue in an abandoned naval facility. The team was divided into squads. Daniels was assigned as backup, the least glamorous role. But when the mission went sideways, communications down, gunfire echoing through dark corridors, it was Daniels who made the impossible call. "Squad Alpha, fall back to Grid 6. I repeat, fall back. You're walking into a trap." "Who the hell is giving orders?" someone barked over comms. "Daniels," she replied, voice cool. The team ignored her. They advanced, and the next second, an explosion ripped through the hallway, shaking the facility to its core. Smoke filled the air. Alarms wailed. Half the squad was pinned down. In the chaos, Daniel sprinted through the smoke, ducking under falling debris, dragging two men to safety with sheer force. She applied tourniquets, reloaded their rifles, and directed fire as though she'd been commanding missions her entire life. When the simulation finally ended, the supervising officers were speechless. Daniel's tactics had not only saved the exercise, but also demonstrated leadership far beyond a trainee's capacity. The men she'd rescued looked at her differently now. For the first time, no one laughed. 3 days later, the team was called to the parade ground at dawn. The air was thick with tension. The base commander stood at the front, clipboard in hand. "Team 9, he began, You've been under evaluation for the past 6 weeks. Your performance, teamwork, and discipline have been observed not just by me, but by your commanding officer." The soldiers looked around in confusion. Their commanding officer? And then, out of nowhere, Daniel stepped forward, saluted sharply, and handed the commander a folded document. He read it aloud. "By order of the United States Navy, Lieutenant Commander Rachel Daniels is hereby reinstated as the acting commander of SEAL Team 9. The silence that followed could have shattered glass. Every man on that field froze. The same soldiers who had laughed at her, ignored her orders, and called her rookie, now realized they'd been training under their own CO the entire time. Their faces turned pale. Some lowered their eyes. Others simply stood, stunned. Daniels didn't gloat. She didn't yell. She simply walked down the line, stopping in front of each man she had trained beside. "When I joined this unit undercover," she said quietly, "I wanted to see who you really were when no one was watching. Some of you stood tall. Others let arrogance lead you. But in combat, rank doesn't matter. Respect does. The person beside you, no matter their age, gender, or background, could be the one who saved your life." Her words cut deeper than any reprimand. Then she looked at the soldier who had mocked her the most. "You told me once that rookies cry in the field," she said calmly. "I don't cry. I lead." The man swallowed hard, his pride evaporating under her gaze. "Yes, ma'am," he whispered. Over the next few months, the entire tone of Team 9 changed. Daniels didn't lead with fear or ego. She led with integrity. She trained harder than anyone, ate last, and never used her rank as a shield. Slowly, her men began to see what true leadership looked like. When the team was deployed on a real-world mission in Somalia, an operation to extract hostages from a militant camp, Daniel's presence made the difference between success and disaster. At T1 point, the team was pinned under heavy fire near a riverbank. Visibility was near zero. Daniels made the split-second call to split the team. "Half to flank, half to provide cover. Move when I say," she ordered. "And if I go down, you keep pushing." "No, ma'am," her second-in-command growled. "If you go down, we all go down." That moment sealed it. They no longer saw her as a rookie or even just a commander. They saw her as one of them. The extraction was successful. Every hostage was rescued. Not a single SEAL was lost. When they returned home, the base commander congratulated her team. "Outstanding work," he said. "You've restored the reputation of Team 9. Daniels just smiled. "It wasn't me," she said. "It was us." Months later, Daniels received a commendation from the Navy for her leadership and valor. During the ceremony, one of her former trainees, now promoted himself, stood beside her. When reporters asked what made her leadership so effective, he said simply, "Because she never asked us to follow. She earned it." After the ceremony, as the sun dipped low over the ocean, Daniel stood alone by the water's edge, the wind tugging at her uniform. She thought of the day she first walked into that compound as the rookie. She thought of the laughter, the doubt, the silent determination it took not to break. And she realized that had been the real test, not just for her, but for all of them. And that's how the rookie everyone laughed at turned out to be the SEAL commander who rebuilt an entire unit with discipline, humility, and courage. True leadership isn't about commanding fear. It's about commanding respect. And sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one carrying the heaviest responsibility. If this story inspired you, make sure to subscribe to Grow for Justice for more powerful stories that celebrate strength, truth, and the human spirit. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from, whether it's the US, India, Pakistan, the UK, or anywhere in the world. We love seeing how far our stories travel. Until next time, remember, never underestimate anyone, because the rookie beside you might just be the one leading you tomorrow.